Hey everybody, hey Kayla, hey Uncle Roy. How are y'all doing tonight? Sorry I'm a little bit late. It's just gonna be me tonight. Our guest we had to reschedule, so it's just gonna be me tonight. Hey Beyond Our Sands. So we're gonna just like we normally do. We had about 3 minutes. People roll in. We're gonna talk tonight. I'm probably gonna touch on some logo things tonight. Anything that you want to talk about in the group chat too. So just have your questions ready. What you want to ask, and if I can answer it, I will. If not, I'll definitely direct you in the right area. If y'all want to do me a favor and send the live to people on your guest list and your contacts, let them know that we're going live right now, and then we'll start. So give us about 2 minutes. People are rolling in. Hey Chris. People are rolling in, and then we will start. So make sure you tell to everybody in your timeline that we're starting, and then we'll go from there. So invite some more people. Hey Deja. Hey Brandon. All right, we're gonna start. Like I always like to be conscious of people's time. So tonight, I definitely want to talk about. Hey Kia, I want to talk about logos tonight. I've been doing a lot of logos for people, and I just wanted to speak on that about logos, branding, marketing, like what it means. First thing is when you think of your logo, you got to think about your logo is going to represent your company. That is when people see that, they are going to be like, okay, that goes with that company. For instance, a Nike check. When you see a check, you know that goes with Nike. So with your logos don't always have to be complicated, multi-layer, and all of that. Simple, clean, and best is the best way to go. It's easier for people to remember your brand and your logo, and also too, you're gonna want your logo to be on things, hats, tablecloths, shirts. So if you have this crazy logo with 1,000 different things going on in it, first of all, it's gonna be really expensive to print, but then it's not gonna look right when you have to compress it. It's like if you have a polo shirt, you only want that right there to be maybe 1.5 inches, if that. So if you have this big crazy logo, if you have to compress it, it's gonna look really small or look really crazy, not clear. So, and I know sometimes with logos, you want to have all these different colors. It's easier just to stick to 2 colors, maybe 3 with an accent color, and look up your colors and see what they mean. Like every color has a meaning. Make sure that represents your business. But with logos, I always tell people it's good just to keep it nice, simple, and sleek and professional. Because when you get to want to do funding, and maybe you having a business meeting with somebody, a private investor, when they go look you up, your website, your logo, and everything, if your website doesn't look if your logo doesn't look professional, they're not going to take you seriously. So invest in a good, nice, clean logo, not with 1,000 things going on. Make sure it represents your company. Sometimes simple is best. I witness that a lot with people. They want to have everything in a logo. They want to have, it's so complex. And it's like, no. And I will be the first one to tell y'all, I hate cartoon logos of yourself. So if you have a business and you turn yourself into the cartoon to be the logo, that this doesn't look professional to banks, business people, different customer bases. It just looks like you have a picture of yourself. And then does yourself really represent your company? Like you have to think about that. Like what are you trying to sell? What services are you trying to sell? People want that. Like that is what they want to see. So when you see a cartoon logo, I'm going to automatically think cartoons was that childish. So try to get away from those and get something that really represents what your company is. For instance, my company is Wise Consultant. I have an owl because owls are known for being wise. So you see how it all goes together. My colors are very simple. I can easily print that on anything. It's rememberable. So when you're doing your logo, just try to keep it as simple as possible. Still represent your brand, be clean, professional looking, and invest in getting your high quality logo. I know sometimes we create them ourselves, and I understand that when you're starting out, you may not have the funding to, hire somebody to do a logo for you. But as you are in business, make sure you have your logo in different formats, SVG files, higher resolution, because you're going to need all those things to print them and to print them to look high quality. If they're low resolution, when you print them, it's going to look blurry, not clear. So you always want everything with your business and your logo to just look professional and sleek. That's just the best way to go. Does anybody have any questions about logos or branding, marketing, or just anything? I just want to give that spiel today because I see so many logos that just have so much going on that I wouldn't even be able to remember, what your company does, because your logo is so it's so busy, and sometimes it's distracting. Hey Bruno. Hey Katie, thank you for joining. Any other business question, logos, branding, marketing, that y'all want to ask? Okay. So another thing with your logo, make sure that you do have it on things like a hat, a polo shirt, or anything like that, because you always representing your company. So for instance, today I went to the reverse trade show that they had in St. Charles Parish. And, it was for business owners to go out and meet other businesses that are in St. Charles Parish, meet their executives, talk about what your business does, see how you can work for people. And almost everyone in there who had a company with something, they had on their shirt, they had on their polos, they had a hat on. So when you went up to these tables, like, people automatically can say that, oh, your business is this. So that is, a prime example of why you should have a nice logo, why you should always have something on that represents what you are and what you do. Brandon asks, do you do branding kits? Yes, I do, Brandon. Brand. If you go to my website, which is on my page, you can book a free consultation and we can talk about what are the things you need, and we can develop a kit for you. So if you click on Wise Consulting, in my bio is my website, and you can book a consultation there, and then we can talk about branding things for your company. Anybody else has any other questions? It could be about anything. It doesn't have to be about logos. Logos is just what I want to focus on, just because people I think sometimes skim on those because it's like, oh, I can just make it myself or do it this way. But then it's like, that's a big part of what your company is, and who your company is. Any other questions about anything marketing wise? I know, let's touch on social media. I know social media is a huge platform nowadays, definitely to promote your business for free and things of that nature. But I think one thing that people do really forget is that with social media, you can also do paid ads. And with paid ads, your money goes a long way. Like, you can say, I want to do $20 spread out in 7 days. But then you can do your demographics with your ad of where you want it. So if you want it in a certain parish, certain state, a certain city, you want to just target women, or you want to target males, or you want to target a certain age group, you can draft your ad to do all that. And then also with your ad, you have the option of where you want to direct people when they click on your ad. So if you want to maybe just maybe get more followers or drive more people to your social media, you would have it to where they would click and go to your social media page. Now, if you're trying to get people to book, buy on your store and things of that nature, you would have the click button to go to your website. So that is one of the other aspects of marketing on social media that people tend to forget, that you can, yes, I can post, I can share, I can do all these nice hashtags, go live and do reels. Those are all great, but the ads make you reach more people, and then you have the control of where what reach you're doing, like where you're going, how many people you want to reach, how you want your dollars spread out over how many days. So that is another effective way of promoting your business. An advertisement that's really not high cost, because you determine how much you want to spend, but you have more of detailing the audience that you want, because everybody's audience is not the same. Some people have a product that may only cater to women. Some people may have a product that's for young kids. So when you do your ads, you can control all of those demographics to try to reach the target audience that you are trying to promote to. Hey Brittany, thanks for joining. So I know we have some business owners in this group. What are some things that you want to know about? It could be about funding, how to structure your business, setting up virtual addresses, anything of that nature. So if you have a question, just drop it in the chat. What if you are not active on social media? That's a good question. First of all, not everybody knows how to work social media. Not everybody has the time, because a lot of us small business owners are still working a full-time job. You can hire, if you ever go on, what is that site? Fiverr. I think it's Fiverr. You can hire you a virtual assistant. Virtual assistants are very inexpensive. Some of them are like, I don't know, $7 a week. It's different things like that. So you can go on Fiverr and you can look at the people have profiles, they have ratings from past customers, and you can hire you a virtual assistant that can do your social media for you where you're not on there. Or you can hire a company like Wise Consulting. We do social media management to where we can do that for you, because sometimes people don't know what to post, or sometimes people just don't have the time. So a virtual assistant would be a good way to do it. Or like I said, you can hire a consulting firm like Wise Consultant, or other marketing firms that could definitely post on your platforms, link them all together, and that way when you do one post, it'll go on there, do a calendar for you showing you what their posts. So that's one way. Bill, you said funding. What type of funding in particular are you asking about? Like funding from a bank, grants, what are you asking? Hey DJ. I'm waiting for him to type this funding. Okay, well, Chris is saying, I'll just start talking about different fundings. So for instance, funding with the bank. So when banks, he's asked for bank. So when banks are looking to fund you, it's like any other investment. They're just not going to just fund you just because you have a company. There's certain ways that you have to be set up to where you look more appealing to a bank. Like, first of all, they know you're a professional. They know that you're a real business, that you're not going to go out of, you're not going to go bankrupt in the next 2 weeks or 2 months. So with a business, first thing you need to do is structure your business. So that makes it be a LLC, so proprietorship, partnership, whatever that is. Get an EIN number. After you get your EIN number, before you get your EIN number, you do your LLC first, then do your EIN number, because you want to make sure your name is available. A lot of people do it backwards. They shouldn't. Then you need to get you an address that is not linked to your P.O. box. It was not linked to your physical address. So I saw somebody just asked about the virtual address. A P.O. box number is not the same as a virtual address. So with the you get a virtual address, which is basically, there's different types. There's types that when you go, you just have a box there, but it gives you a suite number. But then there's also companies like Porters has a office site where they'll give you an address and you actually have an office space. You can use it for meetings. You can use it for different things of that nature. So once you have your virtual address set up, you can open up your bank account. Then from there, you need to be searchable. So you need to, first of all, have a professional email. And a professional email is not Andrea Williams wiseconsultant@gmail.com. It's Andrea Williams @wiseconsultant.com. So you have to have a domain with a professional email address. And then you need a professional website, because they want to be able to look you up before they give you funding. And then you need to make sure you're listed on 411. And then also make sure you are searchable on Google to where people can leave reviews. Banks look at all of that before they give you funding. Now, the way to build your business credit, there's tiers to business credit. So make sure you get your DUNS number, which is basically like your social security number for your credit score for your business. It's a Paydex score. So there's tiers. So the first thing you do for tier 1 is you can get like vendors, net 30 vendors like Uline, Quell, things like that. So you get funding through them. You get a net 30, which means you buy something, you have to pay it back in 30 days. So pay it back before the 30 days. Do that a few times with those different net 30 vendors, and then your Paydex score will jump up. So once that happens, then you go to a tier 2. That's like a Sam's card, a Costco card, things of that nature. So you get those, and then you make sure you pay them off before your statement date. Not just your due date, your statement date, because that's what's going to report. And you do that a few times, and that's going to raise you up even higher. Once you go from that tier, then you get to tier 3, where you're getting like a car in your business name, or an office building, or major credit cards like American Express and things of that nature. So it's definitely steps to building your business to where you are looking appealing for funders. But those are the things that you need to do to make sure. Belle, did that answer your question? Beyond Our Sins asks, is a physical address with a P.O. box number attached the same as a virtual address? No, they're different. If you go to iPostal, you can get you a virtual address that will have like a suite number. It looks like it's a real physical location. It is actually a P.O. box office, but it's a virtual address. It won't be any P.O. box or anything in your address line, because that's another thing that funders look at, to make sure you have something that's physical where your business is located, that's not linked to your home. Somebody asked in a private chat, how do you get grants? So there are grants for business profit organizations like businesses. There's so many sites. There's a lot of companies, Amazon, FedEx. If you go on Hello Alice, there's normally a lot of grants listed there. And then also too, if you're not on LinkedIn and you have a business, I suggest you join, because that's more of a professional social media platform, and there are a lot of people on there who are grant consultants that actually list grants for small businesses, and they'll tell you like, okay, this business is for minority owners, or 51% of the business has to be owned by a minority, or it needs to be owned by a female, or they give you all those guidelines. But that is where you can find grants. But with grants, people want compelling stories. So, your why you want the money, you need to have it to be something that's going to generate your business even more money. You can't just say, oh, I want this grant so I can pay my staff. No, like I want this grant to maybe get a new computer system that's going to make our processes of shipping out things faster to where we can make more revenue. Like it has to be, your why question on the grant needs to be very appealing to grantors. But there are a lot of different grants out there. But so if you have time, go to Hello Alice, and they always have a lot of grants listed. Hey Twin. Hey Benita. Hey Rudy. Hey Mom. Any other questions, y'all? I'll stay on for a few more minutes. Any other business questions? Hey Lenore. Anything else about funding, grants? So if you do have a business and right now you don't have a domain, you don't have a website, those are things that you need to get done. If you don't have your LLC, you don't have a business bank account, you need all those things, especially if you're going to be looking to fund your business with other people's money, which is basically loans from the banks, grants, and things like that. Those are all the things they look at, because for them, you are an investment. So they don't want to give money to something that they don't feel like it's going to succeed. And even with naming your business, some businesses are considered high risk, like credit repair, trucking, what's another one? I would just go with those two. Like a lot of times they are high risk. So when you're naming your company, you can be a trucking company, but maybe it'll be Williams Logistics, or things like that. So those are kind of like red flags sometimes that banks see as high risk companies. So make sure that you're structuring your stuff correctly. What is social media automation? I think that, I'm not sure about this one beyond Sans, but I think that is when you are like doing like your auto post for your company. But I will definitely look into that because I've never heard that before. Social media automation. So social media automation means when you are tailoring your ads and everything to a specific demographic. So basically kind of like what I was just telling you, when you do your ads, how you can say I want it to go to women ages 15 to 30. So that's what that mean. I just looked it up real quick. Somebody said, what's a good way to hire part-time employees as a salesman? Well, LinkedIn is a real good platform. That's my Uncle Roy. LinkedIn is a real good place to post jobs. So if you're looking for a part-time person, you can post a job. You can tailor it to the area. And you can say if it's remote, if it's hybrid. That to me is like a real nice professional platform that's of professionals. And then if somebody's interested in, say they message you can actually go look on their profile and see like what kind of work they've done in the past. But you can post a part-time job obviously on Indeed and things of that nature. And then when you do your ad, you just put the qualifications that you're looking for. Like you will most likely want somebody has experience in sales, probably somebody maybe with furniture background. I know you make custom furniture pieces and things of that nature. Any other questions? Like I said, you can list all your questions. Why people are still typing and asking questions, I do this every Thursday. If you are a small business owner, please drop in the comments your business hashtag and kind of a little short thing of maybe what you do. If you sell clothes or what you sell, drop that in there. And I always ask everybody who's on the chat, make sure you go and follow those people. Because like this whole platform is to have small business owners promote their business, get more information, share. I know we didn't have our guest tonight. It's just me, but I always like to drop little gems when I can. These are things I learned along the way that I wish I knew when I started my first business. So that is the whole point of why we do this live. So right now, if you don't have any more questions, just make sure we're going to take about a minute or two, drop your business name and what you do, and everybody go hit and follow. So take that time to do that. Okay, we have all wood accents. They are home decor, personalized custom home decor. We have Beyond the Sand, specialized in Greek paraphernalia. Chapman Consulting, academic nursing consulting. Y'all drop y'all past. This is free advertisement for your business. Drop and follow. Well, I want to tell everybody again, like I do every Thursday, thank y'all so much for taking your time out to join our live. I hope you learned something that was beneficial to you. Like I said, if you always want to learn more, I do free consultations. You just have to go on my website, or you can direct message me and I can do a consultation for you if there's anything else that you think that you need help with. And you can find us here every Thursday. And if you are a small business owner and you want to be a guest on our live, you can always DM me and we can definitely set that up, because we want as many small business owners, and it's not small business owners in general, from different backgrounds, different areas, to be able to speak to where we can reach a bigger audience. So thank you everybody and have a good night.